Today's video feature, what are your rights in terms of refusing things during a DUI stop or investigation? Well, refuse seems a little harsh, so I prefer the term respectfully decline. When you get pulled over, the officer will come up and attempt to ask you some questions, and that's perfectly fine. He certainly has the right, or she has the right, to ask you your name and to produce a driver's license and registration. If they start asking you questions about how much of you had to drink that night, you should respectfully decline. When they ask you to get out of the car, of course, exit the vehicle, and then they're going to ask you to perform some roadside field sobriety tests. There are generally 3 standardized tests. One is called the horizontal gaze nystagmus, or an eye exam on the side of the road. The other 2 are walk and turn, where you have to stand and walk a straight line or an imaginary straight line. Take 9 steps, turn around and walk 9 steps back while counting. And the third is a one-leg stand. Not one-legged stand, that would be impossible. But again, the last 2 require some feats of balance that you've never attempted before, and you're frankly not going to do very well. The horizontal gaze nystagmus test, you're just standing there relaxed. However, it is an eye exam that can be flawed. So when asked to do roadside field sobriety tests, again, politely decline to do so and ask to speak with a lawyer. Now, at that point, the officer has a fairly difficult decision to make, because do they really have enough to make the arrest at that point? They may have seen some swerving, or perhaps touching the yellow lines or the white lines on the road. Perhaps you were speeding. So do they have enough without roadside field sobriety tests to make the arrest? Well, that's something we'll worry about later. Chances are you're going to be arrested, put in handcuffs, and put in the back seat of the car. At that point, you will be read your Miranda warnings, and the first one is you have the right to remain silent. Please do. The awkward silence on the way from the roadside to the police station sometimes can be a little unnerving, and people just have a tendency to talk when they should stay quiet. Now, when you get back to the police station and the officer offers you breath testing, again, please politely and respectfully decline, because at that point the state's case is really very weak and they have very little objective evidence to use against you. That makes our job easier. I'm not encouraging you to evade the law. Of course, the first position should be to never drink while or drink and drive, or certainly drive while impaired. But if you do get stopped, then this is the best way that you can build your defense and help your lawyer out. I hope this has been helpful. My name is Robert Reeves. If you have additional questions, you can call me directly on my mobile phone, 704-351-7979, or email robert@rjrlaw.com. Thank you.